The 2025 Jerez MotoGP race was a great drama between two top riders, Marc Marquez and Fabio Quartararo, who amazed the public with their chase and the tension that rose. In the fight for the lead, both showed extraordinary skills and mentality, but were not free of controversial moments that sparked debate. What really happened between Marquez and Quartararo in this emotional race? Let's discuss it. In the 2025 MotoGP season, Marc Marquez once again showed his quality as a world championship contender. But at the Spanish GP in Jerez, a new emotional story emerged through the figure of Fabio Quartararo. After several years of decline, Quartararo stood out again and proved that his fighting spirit never died. Although the final result did not fully describe his dramatic journey, the moment became a symbol of Quartararo's tenacious resistance, full of meaning. Arriving in Jerez, expectations were not too high for Quartararo and Yamaha. Even Quartararo himself admitted that qualifying on the second row was considered a good performance. However, when qualifying took place on Saturday morning, the Frenchman produced an exceptional performance. He managed to take pole position, Yamaha's first since the 2022 Indonesian GP. Quartararo described himself as finding extra speed, as if he had 0.4 of a second in my pocket, which was enough to take pole. For a rider who has been in a slump for a long time, this qualification is more than just a fast lap. It is an extraordinary mental boost, not only for Quartararo, but also for the Yamaha team, which has been facing great difficulties. "My confidence is extraordinary, my mentality is very good," said Quartararo after qualifying. For Yamaha, this pole position gives them new hope, although they know that the challenges ahead are very tough. In this exciting sprint race, Fabio Quartararo had to face Marc Marquez, who is now riding a Ducati, a bike that has shown an extraordinary dominance since the beginning of the season. Marquez, with his experience and sharp speed, immediately showed his greatness at the start of the race. He quickly overtook Quartararo on the straight, showing how strong the Ducati engine is on the straights. But Quartararo did not give up so easily. In the first corner, he managed to regain the lead with a brilliant maneuver that was praised by commentator Sylvain Guigny. "The audibility and precision he showed were amazing," said Guigny, highlighting Quartararo's courage in the face of high pressure. Quartararo's fight for the lead did not last long, however. Entering the sixth corner for the second time, Marquez, who was already behind, pushed again at high speed. Forced to stay outside the ideal line, Quartararo had great difficulty maintaining tire grip in an area where stability is very difficult to maintain. However, Quartararo's fighting spirit remained unwavering. "I wanted to lead as much as possible, even if it was only for a lap and a half," said Quartararo, enthusiastically recalling the moment, even though he knew the competition was getting tighter. In the end, despite all his efforts and courage, Quartararo slipped. In the sixth corner, his Yamaha lost grip and slid into the gravel, ending his short race. Despite not finishing the race, Quartararo's courage and determination earned him the respect of fans and fellow riders. Many saw the action as a brave move, even though it appeared to be a reckless move that ultimately led to failure. Marc Marquez himself acknowledged Quartararo's courage and skill on the track. "I didn't know that Fabio had crashed until my brother told me in the car," said Marquez, expressing his surprise at learning of the incident. "But when a rider like Fabio overtakes you with confidence, like he did in the first corner, it shows how talented he is. It's an incredible thing. Slowly, with the development of the Yamaha's speed, I think he will be one of our toughest opponents in the future," added Marquez, full of respect for Quartararo's abilities. Despite not finishing the race, Quartararo was pleased with his performance. "Today was really positive for me. Although I wasn't able to stay at the front for long, the feeling of being able to lead the race after a long time without feeling it was very valuable. It gives me a lot of motivation to keep going and fight even harder in the next races," said Quartararo, demonstrating his unwavering spirit in the face of great challenges in every race. However, despite some positive developments, the technical reality for Yamaha is still very tough. Fabio Quartararo admitted that although the team have made some significant updates to the M1 bike, including 5 new engine specs that are expected to bring benefits, as well as better grip improvements compared to the 2024 season, they still feel far behind Ducati, especially in terms of consistent race pace over the full distance. Quartararo honestly said, "We don't have all the pieces of the puzzle to solve it," which illustrates how difficult it is for Yamaha to compete with Ducati's dominance, especially when the race enters a longer and more challenging phase. Despite the improvements, Yamaha still have to work hard to catch up and get more competitive results. In the race that took place at the Jerez circuit, Marc Marquez once again showed his quality as one of the best riders in MotoGP history. Although Fabio Quartararo started the race with an extraordinary fighting spirit and tried to overcome the pressure from his rivals, Marquez managed to show his sharpness and undeniable technical mastery. In the midst of close competition, Marquez not only controlled the situation, but also showed extraordinary courage and strategy that brought him back to the top. One of the most decisive moments was when Marquez put Quartararo under so much pressure that the Yamaha rider fell. Not only was it a dramatic moment, but it also showed Marquez's extraordinary mental and physical strength. His success in taking control of the race after the incident showed just how dominant the Spanish rider has been in a season full of challenges and fierce competition. After taking the lead, Marquez rode the race with unparalleled precision. Every lap he rode seemed to show why he is still the favorite to win the title, even after the many injuries and technical problems he has had in previous seasons. With incredible speed and the ability to adapt to track conditions, Marquez has increasingly shown himself to be a rider who has all the elements to win in any situation. On the other hand, although Yamaha have shown a glimmer of hope thanks to the performance of Quartararo, who has been at the front of the pack for a while, consistency remains the main problem that needs to be addressed. Quartararo and Yamaha have shown progress, but they have still not been able to match the speed of Ducati and Marquez throughout the race. This shows that while there is potential, Yamaha need to work harder to find the speed and consistency needed to consistently compete with the dominance of the other teams, especially Ducati, who have once again performed impressively. Ducati remain the biggest threat to any rider, with a combination of powerful engine and sharp handling. They continue to show superiority in terms of speed and strategy, while the competition, including Yamaha and Suzuki, have to work hard to catch up. Although Quartararo has given hope, Ducati's dominance with Marquez shows that they are a team to watch in any race series. Despite being forced to retire from the race due to a fall in the gravel, Fabio Quartararo's action at Jerez 2025 became a symbol of an indestructible spirit. The courage shown by Quartararo was not only to try to reach the podium or collect points, but to feel the sensation of leading the race again after years of being behind. He proved that his desire to win the race and his belief in himself still burned. Although he was forced to retire from the race, Fabio Quartararo showed the world that the spirit of a true champion never dies, even in the face of such difficult challenges. In every corner, under every pressure, he continued to fight with all his skills and dedication. Although the finish line was not where he wanted to be, the effort and determination he showed throughout the race proved that the courage to keep going is the essence of a true champion. In the world of MotoGP, all failures are not created equal. There are failures born of faith, ambition and pride that refuse to give up easily, and that's what Fabio Quartararo showed at Jerez 2025. Failures that are not accompanied by regret, but become valuable lessons to keep moving forward. The question is, can we really measure success only by the end result? Sometimes true success is not just about the podium, but about how we survive, keep fighting and keep our spirits up when the world seems to be against us. Share your thoughts below.